Here's another Boop demo with this cute little tank. I made this on Meshy using their image to 3D tooling. Like all Meshy meshes, it's got some pretty dense geo going on, and if I show you the wireframes for the UVs, you can see the UVs are pretty wild, right? So even if I zoom in here, you can see there is a lot going on, even in this sort of like what must be sub-pixel sizes over here. So it's pretty wild. So we're going to see how Boop can take this mesh and make it into something that's a little bit more reasonable for, say, a like a mobile game type context or Unity engine or things like that. So let's have a look. So I'm just going to zoom in, show the material, press N to bring up the Boop over here. Okay, so I'm just going to click process selected. Okay, while that's going on, just going to bring up that wireframe so we can see what we're dealing with. Boop has its own wireframe preview, but this is just a Blender one, so we can see what we're starting with. So it's going to be processing in the background. It's suggesting 276,000 tries. That's okay, but I think we can go a little bit lower than that. This model does have a lot of curved surfaces, so I have to be mindful of that. But I do want to bring it down, way below 276. So let's say, like 25,000 or something, right? So we'll see how that looks. So yeah, I mean, that's okay. We can see that the curved surfaces don't go too well with the decimation algorithm, but that's kind of the compromise between preserving these detailed curved surfaces and reducing the poly count. So maybe I'll push it up to something like 30,000, and then we'll apply that and see how it goes. So you can see those curved surfaces are looking a little bit nicer, but you don't know until you apply it. So let's go. Reduced it by 98%, down to just under 30,000 triangles. So this is going to be baking, it's going to be UV mapping it, baking it, and there's our final result. So I'm going to turn off the wireframe preview, and there we go. Actually turned out pretty good. I'm not seeing any crazy artifacts or anything like that. So let's go across and see what the UVs turned out like. Right. And they're a lot more sensible. You can see that there's some pretty good packing. We're seeing contiguous surfaces being made. Some actual intelligent packing where we're utilizing the interiors of shapes and things like that. And yeah, it actually looks a lot more reasonable compared to what we had before. So yeah, go back to modeling. One last thing I like doing is I will show the original next to the simplified version. So here we go. Turn off those. So there they are next to each other. Textures transferred, baked down, fresh UVs, much simplified model. And yeah, I actually think that stands up pretty well. So, and I'll turn that wireframe on. There we go. See them next to each other. It's pretty good. Sweet. That's another Boop demo.